I practiced kung fu every single day using a paper dummy. I went through the full tiger crane routine, yet I still couldn't tear that paper figure apart. Then one day, a woman showed up, tapped it a few times, and the dummy ripped to pieces like it was nothing. I was stunned and begged her to teach me her secret. However, she told me it was embroidery fist, a soft, graceful art meant for women, and it was not for men. But I refused to accept that. I was desperate to beat my rival, so I started copying her lifestyle. During the day, I looked after kids and handled house chores. At night, I learned to sew and do embroidery. Eventually, she agreed to teach me embroidery fist. I didn't have her flexibility, but I studied her every movement. Under her guidance, my strikes became lighter and smoother. When we sparred, I always held back at key moments, knowing well that men and women were different. So I went back to my paper dummy and kept training. She told me to blend embroidery fist with tiger crane. After endless practice, my style became both powerful and soft. Feeling confident, I challenged my old rival again. I started with tiger crane, but the old master dodged every strike with ease. So I switched to embroidery fist. This time, I managed to break through his defense, but I still couldn't win. I couldn't find his pressure points, and his iron body technique blocked everything. Even when he stood still, inviting me to attack, I couldn't hurt him. He laughed at me, mocking my style. Then he grabbed a bronze piece from a ritual pot, pressed it to my chest, tapped my back lightly, and struck my chest with his palm. I was left completely helpless. I barely escaped his house before collapsing on the steps outside. Thankfully, someone found me and took me in. After acupuncture treatment, I recovered fast. While I was healing, I studied human pressure points and marked them on my friend's body to memorize them. After endless practice, I finally formed a plan. I sneaked into the old man's home and attacked him while he was bathing, but he dodged right away. I provoked him on purpose, and when he struck, I drove needles into his stomach. He started hiccuping uncontrollably. I jabbed another needle under his arm, and he burst into laughter. I kept going, hitting every pressure point until he couldn't fight back. I thought I had finally won, but then he used his inner energy to push the needles out and launched a fierce counterattack. I couldn't keep up with him. In desperation, I grabbed his hairpin and stabbed it into his palm. By pure luck, I hit the key pressure point, and that one move finally brought him down.